All right, Nick and Shannon, thank you so much for joining us at your brick and mortar for Mover and Shaker. Super excited to have you on and talk about pins and starting your own business and everything like that. So welcome. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having us. We're excited to, hang out.
Yeah, I'm always excited to do these, to actually see people I haven't gotten an opportunity to see in person. So we'll jump right into it. For anyone that's watching that may not know you, can you tell us a little bit about yourselves and each of your backgrounds? What was the inspiration behind Mover and Shaker and how long the business has been established?
Well, I'm Shannon Michelle. I've been in the service industry since I was about 15 years old. I've been bartending for the past 8 years or so, and I started with the company about a year and a half ago. Nick kind of has more of a backstory on like the whole big picture.
Yeah, I started bartending about 6 years ago. I've been like on and off in the service industry, but kind of discovered craft bartending 6 years ago and have kind of moved into brand ambassadorship. Been doing Mover and Shaker for, we're going on 3 years now, which is crazy. For 2017, it's only
3 years.
But yeah, really for me, it started, like I never like sat down with a business plan or like had any idea any of this would have happened or like we would have a shop. It just started with, I wanted to brand myself and I wanted to find a way to do it that no one had really done it before. And at the time I just bought like this nice new apron. Like this is when aprons were like the super cool thing. So I bought this like really expensive apron and I wanted to decorate it. And I went just on Instagram and kind of looked for pins for bartenders, and really like nothing was available at the time. Love and Victory had the Negroni pin, which is kind of like iconic now. But I wanted to just kind of be the person to bring like more of those icons that you find behind the bar when you're like a craft bartender. And I had no idea what I was doing, but I had a friend who was making pins. He was like really into wrestling. So he took those old like stretchy arm wrestlers and turned them into pins. And I thought it was pretty cool. So I hit him up and he kind of gave me like a quick rundown. And I got together with my best friend, Matt, who just left the company, but he's worked with me for the past 3 years. And we started designing cocktail pins.
Awesome. Well, in both of your opinions, why do you think the trade gravitated so much towards pins specifically? Because I know that I've been in the industry for, I won't even date myself, but for a very long time. I feel like over the last like 3-4 years, it's really exploded. And I definitely would credit your company with some of that. So why do you think this has been such a thing? Like, why have bartenders really like latched onto them?
Bartenders really latch on to things that they love, especially craft bartenders, because we're really passionate about what we do. And we want to like showcase that more with like other craft bartenders, but also kind of like showcase that for our guests. And I thought about this question on the way over to the shop. And I was kind of thinking about some of the other companies that exist for bartenders. And I feel like there's a disconnect with them. There's a ton of great bartender brands, but really there's no bartender brand that's kind of like run by bartenders or has like an identity that you go and hang out with at the bars. And like we know you from Camp Run-A-Muck and we've seen you at Tales of the Cocktail, Puerto Rico. Like I've seen you all over the country, and we're friends. And that was something that was very important to me creating the company, was having like this hospitality like influence in what we do.
I think it hits back to like that old like TGI Fridays, like how many pieces of flair can you wear? And then we've just kind of modernized it and really stuck to iconography that jumps out at you. And when you go to a bar and you see a bartender wearing like a really cute pin and you're like, oh, I love that. That's like a really dope ice pick. And then you can like start up a conversation kind of over it. It's another way to unite all of us with like almost like a secret language that's been pretty cool.
So it obviously takes a lot of skill to design and produce these pins and bar tools. And with everything going on in the world right now, I feel like it might be more challenging to find inspiration. So I wanted to know, you have a new brick and mortar. What have you used to really draw inspiration during kind of the more challenging times that we've faced recently?
I mean, inspiration just kind of like comes and goes. We obviously derive a lot of our stuff, I think, from the different places that we've been to and the people that we meet. Anytime that we go somewhere or travel to another place, we are always like immersing ourselves into that city's bar culture. And, it's definitely taken a little bit of time to kind of like chip away at that like backlog of information during this time. But for the most part, we just like to have fun with it. And we think our ideas are most of the time just kind of like silly and like goofy. And, if it makes us laugh, then we know that it might make, maybe 20 other people laugh and kind of put it out there.
So I've seen the industry really bond together in a way that is really heartwarming and impressive. And it's just a pretty amazing thing.
The people that can afford to buy certain products, we can take that money and give it to the people that need it. So we've been, great brand partners with Another Round, Another Rally, Core. We're helping Tales of the Cocktails Cap program. So it's something that we've always really prided ourselves in is we have this like amazing platform. So why not use it to give back to the people that support us? Because like we're only as strong and as powerful as our followers and people that, enjoy our products. And to me, it's only fair to give back. So it's really important.
Thank you for your help with that and your work with that. I just have one more thing to ask both of you. So for starting a business, I know right now a lot of people are maybe exploring opportunities that are industry adjacent, not necessarily bartending behind a bar or something like that. So if someone is interested in starting their own business or working through their own new creative process, do you have any words of advice on opening a store or starting your own business?
Yeah, I mean, this is something like I said earlier, I didn't sit down with a business plan. I never imagined any of this would have happened. So everything that, we did from the infancy was figure it out as you go. And that's kind of the beauty of everything today is you have the internet at your fingertips. So you can really you got to hold yourself accountable because you can do just about anything. And, go on YouTube, figure it out. And you don't have to look at, for example, where I'm at right now, that's not an attainable goal, to start it off. But I did everything out of a storage unit and, we had our houses packed with pins and shirts for 2.5 years and, we just made it work. And if you really want to do something, you'll find a way to make it work. And I've worked 2, 3, 4, even 5 jobs while doing this. And, Shannon's a bar manager working till 4 in the morning and she wakes up and ships stuff out. So I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of self-determination. I think that setting realistic goals for yourself is something that you should start out with. And then, lean on your community, lean on the people that you know and you love and you trust. Those are the people that are going to get your name out there. They're going to help you out. And that's what's going to take you places. A lot of what we do does rest on the kind of loyalty and sense of community that we have with people who support us, and we wouldn't be anywhere without them. So yeah, just really lean into your friends and your partnerships, and everything will come out okay.
How do people get a hold of you? How do they come and purchase products from you? Maybe if they feel like gifting themselves something or getting something special for someone else.
I mean, you can, if you are trying to make something super special and want to do a custom order, we have done a lot of those. And you can reach us at the contact us over at moverandshaker.com. Also follow us on Instagram. We post all of our new ideas over there, and that's Mover and Shaker Co. on Instagram.
Well, thank you both so much, Nick and Shannon. I really appreciate your time. Good luck with everything. And it was great to hear from you both.